working on our pilau. And pilau is an East African favorite. It is a rice dish that is made, has coconut accent and a pilau spice, which is an African Indian type of spice. So to make pilau, first thing I need to do is heat up some peanut oil. I'm going to open my pan here. And I'm going to be heating up about half a cup of peanut oil. And let that heat up nicely here. And we're going to add some things in here. First of all, you're going to need some chopped onions. And I have 3/4 of a cup of chopped onions here. Nice teaspoonful of a nice teaspoonful of garlic. I'm going to stir this. It's a quick and easy dish to make, but it does require a lot of stirring. So I know that's the only issue I have with this. You're going to have to stir and stir, but man, the results out of this world. And it's very, very easy to make. You don't have to add too many things, too much items into it or different ingredients in it. And you have a fabulous meal. Okay? While that is sauteed, I'm going to get some things together that I'm going to need for my pilau. First thing I'm going to need will be some basmati rice. Now, jasmine rice, basmati. Basmati rice is a centered rice from India. Indians are known for their basmati rice. And as I said earlier on, this is kind of like an Indian, African type of meal. So obviously, if we're trying to do something Indian, we're trying to use their ingredients. So basmati is key when making pilau. Now, I'm going to add my basmati rice in here. And I'm going to basically fry this rice. Now this is 2 cups of basmati rice that I'm using. And I'm going to cook this rice until it gives me like a white type of appearance. About 3-4 minutes of mixing this over medium heat will give you that white appearance. So we'll keep mixing this. Okay, so we have been dry cooking our rice now for about 5 minutes. It is nice white, and it's time for me to add some other things in there so we can start the steaming process. First thing I'm adding in is a cup of chicken stock. This is going to cook in some chicken stock. And along with my chicken stock, I'm going to be adding a can of coconut milk. Okay. I'm telling you, this will come out absolutely fabulous. And I'm going to be serving this topped with some caramelized onions. It makes for a wonderful, wonderful dish and a lot of flavors and balance to this dish, okay? So we're going to mix that in. And the last but not least, we're going to now add the most important part of this dish, which is the pilau spice. I have some homemade pilau spice in here, coming soon to the Afro Food Spice family. And I'm going to be placing 2 tablespoons full of that into our rice dish here. A little extra in there. And we're going to stir this in. And this is what makes pilau, the pilau spice. And that's one thing with African cooking, it's all about the spice mix. In all our foods, you're going to find some spice mix or another. We're either going to have curry or pepper soup spice or pilau spice mix, something in there to really set our cooking apart. So this is our pilau spice. I am mixing that in there thoroughly. And for those of you that want to make pilau spice, please check out the recipe on afrofoodtv.com. I have a video blog about pilau spice mix. So if you want to learn how to make this yourself, simply go on to afrofoodtv.com, check out the spice mix under the video section. So we're going to let this cook for about 20 minutes. After it's cooked for about 20 minutes, all the liquid would have been soaked up by that rice, and then we're going to start the steaming process and get that rice very nice and fluffy and ready to eat. So we're going to leave that under medium heat, because whenever you have coconut in a meal, coconuts tend to burn easily, so you want to control your heat content at this time. So medium heat is fine, and keep watching it. If it's burning on the bottom, keep mixing it, okay, until all the liquid is dried up, about 20 minutes. It's time for us to check on our pilau, and it's been cooking for about 20 minutes, and I checked on it, and then I covered it with an aluminum foil, and oh, it is gorgeous. It is time to serve that. So I'm going to take this out and place this in my waiting bowl here. I'm waiting for this delicious rice dish. We have our beautiful rice pilau. We have our beautiful rice pilau, and we're going to top this with some sauteed caramelized onions, just right on there. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Tanzanian or East African rice pilau.